Imagine, for a moment, that you become that person whose absence leaves a gap. The person who, when not present, everyone notices. And they don't just notice, they feel it. The kind of person who is truly missed. Today, I'm here to talk with you about something that goes far beyond success or recognition. I want to talk about leaving your mark, about being indispensable. I'm not talking about fame or empty applause, I'm talking about authentic presence. About being someone who brings so much value that your absence is tangible. You know, that kind of impact that makes people wonder, how would he handle this, or what would she say now? This, my friends, is not something you gain overnight. To become someone who is missed requires commitment. It demands that you know yourself, that you value yourself, and, above all, that you learn to give of yourself. That you build a legacy. Today is the day we begin this journey. This talk is for those who want to make a difference, for those who want to look back and know they've lived a life that impacted others. I invite you to take the first step to learn to be missed. Because the world needs people who know exactly why they're here and what they've come to do. And the question I ask now is, are you ready to leave your mark? The importance of being memorable. Now, imagine walking into any room and leaving an impression that lingers even after you leave. Think about this, what makes someone truly memorable? At its core, it's not extraordinary skills or shallow achievements. It's something much deeper. Being memorable is about presence. It's about being someone who connects and touches people in a way that transforms them, even if only a little. Let me tell you something that might surprise you, people don't remember as much about what you did for them as they remember how you made them feel. So, the secret to becoming unforgettable is simple, be genuine. And I say that with purpose. Being genuine is often an act of courage. In a world where people are constantly trying to be what they think they should be, showing your true self, your opinions, your values, and yes, even your vulnerabilities, is powerful. But it's not enough to simply be real. To be memorable, you need to bring value. Your presence has to add something to those around you. Ask yourself, what am I adding here? Whether at work, in friendships, or even in casual conversations, when you bring intention and value to your interactions, you become someone people want to have around. Let's think about public figures we all respect and remember with admiration, people who inspire us. What do they have in common? It's not just what they do, but who they are. They possess a quiet confidence that doesn't need external validation. They know they have something special and live from that place, but without arrogance or inflated ego. And you can reach that level of authenticity, too. So, let's work together to build a kind of presence that leaves a mark. Make this promise to yourself, you're not here to go unnoticed. We want every encounter to be an opportunity to create an impression that lasts, not in a rehearsed way, but in an authentic, real, and unforgettable way. Let's begin to be the difference we want to see, so the world feels our absence when we're gone. Value and impact, how to contribute in a meaningful way. Now, think about this, why would people remember you? Really, what are you doing that brings value to the lives around you? The answer to this question is the key to becoming indispensable, someone who is truly missed. When we talk about contributing meaningfully, we're not talking about grand gestures or heroic deeds. Contributing is about being useful consistently and intentionally. It's offering support, solving problems, and being available, but most importantly, it's about understanding the value you bring to each situation. When you understand what you have to offer and work on strengthening those qualities, you start to create genuine impact. Think about the places you invest your time, whether it's projects at work, your friendships, or your own family. In all these settings, there are ways to create value that only you, with your skills and unique perspective, can offer. Be the one who provides practical solutions when no one else sees a way, or the one who brings clarity amidst chaos. Be the friend who truly listens, who supports, who guides. These small acts of contribution make all the difference and leave a lasting mark. And here's something important, value isn't imposed, it's demonstrated. You don't need to tell others your worth, people feel it through your commitment, the quality of what you do, the attention you give to details, and, most importantly, your consistency. Being a reliable and constant presence builds strong and lasting bonds. This is what makes you someone people want to have around. But it's not enough to do this expecting something in return. To truly impact others, you must do it with a genuine willingness to help. Being someone who offers support and generates impact is a choice. It's something you do because you believe the world needs it. And, honestly, the world needs more people who are willing to make a difference without seeking recognition. So, ask yourself, what value am I adding to each space I occupy? At work, with family, with friends, how can I be a positive and proactive presence? Every opportunity we have to contribute is a chance to make a difference. Be that difference, become someone others truly value, and at the end of the day, you'll find that the impact you create becomes your greatest legacy. Building real and meaningful connections. Now, let's talk about something essential for anyone who wants to be truly remembered: authentic human connections. In a world where networking often feels shallow and relationships are frequently replaced by quick, empty exchanges, creating genuine bonds is a transformative act. To truly be missed, you need to go beyond the surface. You need to build bonds that are deep, real, and, above all, lasting. Do you know what makes a connection real? Empathy. It's easy to fall into the habit of automatic conversations, where each person is just thinking about what they'll say next instead of listening. But if you want to be someone people remember fondly, someone they want around, start practicing active listening. Dedicate yourself to truly hearing, to understanding what the other person is saying, and sometimes, what they're not saying. When you listen with genuine attention, the other person feels seen and valued, and it's this experience that builds strong bonds. Another key to building strong connections is vulnerability. This means being willing to be open and honest about your own flaws and insecurities. Often, relationships are strengthened not by the successes we share, but by the difficulties we face together. When you show up as human, without masks, people feel comfortable doing the same. This kind of bond goes beyond any superficial relationship. And, finally, to build a meaningful connection, it's important to give before expecting anything in return. Offer your support, your time, and your presence. Show that you're there not because you expect something, but because you genuinely care. Small acts of kindness, like a good piece of advice, a sincere compliment, or a supportive gesture, are the ones that leave a deep and lasting impression. Create bonds of value, and you'll see how this makes you someone whose absence is felt. The value of being useful and solving problems. Have you ever noticed how, in any group, there's always that one person everyone turns to in a crisis? Whether to solve a practical issue, give advice, or simply offer a shoulder to lean on, that person is indispensable. That's the kind of person who is missed. To become someone everyone values, you need to become someone who offers solutions. This doesn't mean being a know-it-all, but rather a reliable and proactive presence. Being useful is about identifying the needs around you and responding with creativity and resilience. When problems arise, at work, at home, or among friends, put yourself forward to help. You don't need to have all the answers, but the simple act of trying is what builds trust. Part of this is developing skills to face challenges, like resilience and flexibility. The people who make a difference in difficult times are those who remain calm, think clearly, and take action with intention. And this confidence in solving problems not only helps others, it strengthens you as well. Every challenge you help resolve is an opportunity to learn, grow, and become more indispensable. And here's the truth: often, being useful also means offering emotional support, not just practical help. Being the person who encourages, who says you can do it, who sees potential in others and helps them see it too is an invaluable way of adding value. Offer a word of encouragement, show genuine interest, and be there, even in the hardest situations. People who add value, who solve problems, and who are willing to support others without expecting anything in return are remembered and valued. Be that person. Be someone whose absence is noticed. And remember, the more you put yourself at service, the more value you add, and the more indispensable you become. Legacy and purpose, the mark you leave on the world. We've arrived at the heart of this journey, the legacy you want to leave. What does it mean, after all, to leave a mark? What's your purpose, the thing that truly drives you? When you live according to something bigger than yourself, something that benefits others and brings value to the world, you become unforgettable. A legacy isn't built with big speeches or grand gestures. It's made of daily choices, of small acts of integrity, generosity, and purpose. All of us leave a trail, but the question is, what kind of trail do you want to leave? Every day, we have the opportunity to shape this answer. Think of the people you admire, the figures who have left marks in your life. They didn't become memorable by accident, they lived with purpose, and that made them indispensable. But don't be mistaken, finding a purpose is a journey that requires reflection and patience. Ask yourself, what do I want people to remember about me? How can I live today to build that memory? This clarity of purpose will guide your actions and influence how others see you. When you align your choices with your purpose, you start to live more consciously, more intentionally. And this awareness transforms every interaction, every project, and every relationship into an essential piece of your legacy. Living with purpose also means having the courage to be authentic, to express your true self in everything you do. It's staying true to your values, even when it's easier to follow the crowd. When people see your authenticity and the purpose behind your actions, they are inspired by your presence and the clarity you bring. You become not only a person who is missed, but an inspiration that impacts and transforms. Leaving a legacy is, at its core, an act of love. It's about caring enough to leave the world a little better than you found it, helping others to see the best in themselves, and creating a path of kindness, wisdom, and value. When you live with this intention, your presence becomes unforgettable. Because, in the end, being someone who is missed is about living in a way that people don't want to lose you. And so, we've come to the end of this journey together. Today, we spoke about the importance of being missed, of leaving a real mark on the lives we touch. Each step we discussed, from being authentic and contributing value, to building connections and living with purpose, are the pillars of becoming someone unforgettable. Remember, to truly be missed is not about grabbing the spotlight, but about capturing hearts. It's about living in a way that makes others feel your absence, with an impact that only grows over time. The world needs people who live with intention, who create memories, and who leave a legacy. Now, I want to thank each of you who stayed until the end and walked with me on this reflection. You are the reason I'm here, bringing this content with so much dedication. And before we wrap up, I just want a special minute of your attention. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. This is what truly helps the channel to keep growing. Without your support, YouTube won't understand that this content matters, and it may not show it to others who need to hear this message as well. Your participation here is essential, and I ask that you continue exploring our videos. Believe me, by doing so, you're planting a seed of blessings for your life, and the harvest is near. Soon, you will be a new and better person. Trust me on this, and know that I'll always be here by your side, bringing motivation, hope, and faith every time you need it. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29 verse 11. May this message light your path and renew your faith. May God bless your life, and may you continue to transform the world around you. Thank you for being here.